Hey Objector, we're here with hot new game, Outergalactic Aliens Pinball. And okay. I moved the thumbstick on my controller and I quit the game. That's not something you want to see. Let me try moving the D-pad instead of the thumbstick. That's weird. Okay, D-pad works fine. Oh wow, I can use the right thumbstick to control the mouse cursor. These are not controls with which I'm familiar. Okay, that actually does look pretty nice. Let's see if moving the left thumbstick quits the game again. Nope, starts the game. How do I, well, that quit the game. That brought up some kind of a weird media player? So how do I work the flippers? There we go. Now the flippers work. Okay. Okay, what happened to the camera there? Let me change the camera angle. Camera angle is not changing. How do I start? There we go. Okay. So once I've launched the ball... Thanks. Once I've launched... Okay, so I want you to watch this. The flippers are working fine. Now watch what happens when I launch the ball. The flippers immediately stop working. Okay, you see that egg on the left bumper? That moves when I move the flippers. Oh, finally the flippers are working. Okay, here we go. Nice. I'm a little disappointed the lanes aren't lighting up. Like, I'm going down those lanes and hitting the targets, but the buttons aren't lighting up. Buttons. Indicators aren't lighting up, are they? Damn it, can't get up that target. Ran. What? Nice work, me. Yeah, see? Went right through the end there. Didn't do a thing. Nice. That was close. Okay, that was embarrassing. I want to hit that Stargate, but no, it's just not happening. Embarrassing. Oh, you have to hit the A to get it to move to the next one. It's like a target shot thing, and then it... Okay. I was critical of something I didn't understand. That's on me, everybody. And once I get all 5 in the right order, I'll get some kind of a bonus. Or start a mode or something. See? And I immediately died. Okay, so as long as you start the game with the left bumper, it seems to work fine. But at the same time, doesn't seem to be any way to... Oh, wait! Okay, I can also change the cameras now. Nice. Okay, it took me a minute to figure out how to work this thing, but now I got a pretty satisfying pinball game. Bonus skill shot time expired. Damn, ouch. I mean, I rarely hit bonus skill shots, so that's not a shock. I am, to use the vernacular, far from a pinball wizard. Why can't I get the ball up there? Also, what happens when you get the ball up there? Something I hope to find out someday. One thing I really like, how super loud the flippers are. I'm going to take these headphones off my head for a second. Okay. No! I finally hit the Stargate and I got so freaked out by it. That was weird. I feel like there should have been an actual thing for it to go down there, but it's a video game, so I guess it doesn't matter. Nice work. Yes, and I was so shocked to actually get through the Stargate for once. I didn't even notice that I was supposed to hit a flipper down there to knock down a drop target to do something. So what's that blaster in the bottom right corner of that? Are gonna help me shoot aliens later? Or is that how they launched the multi-ball? What's going on here, gang? Alright, here we go. I'm ready for it. That worked, right? That was good? I'm gonna assume that was good. Come on. That was getting embarrassing. Okay, how do I do the visitors mission? I just have to get those flashing targets. Alright, let's try it. Alright, how do I play a game? First uploading in my store, okay. So I start. Oh yeah, here we go, peeps. You can keep my preferred camera angle going, but that's a small price to pay for being able to actually play the game. Yeah, it seems to be just one table, but I mean, I'm no pinball connoisseur. I just like me some Theater of Magic. And if you haven't played Theater of Magic, I encourage you to check it out as soon as possible if you like pinball at all. Here are the 3 pinball games I've ever really played at any level. 1, Lethal Weapon. Is it 2 or Lethal Weapon? Played a ton of Lethal Weapon, but really enjoyed myself. 2, Theater of Magic, which is just a masterpiece pinball game. I love it so much. 3, Elvira Scared Stiff, which is just a solid gold pinball game that everyone loves. Like, it's universally considered to be one of the best designed pinball games ever. I hope it wasn't designed by that pinball game designer who turned out to be a child molester, because there's one of them. A famous pinball game designer turned out to be a child molester. It's a really unfortunate story. Hopefully Scared Stiff wasn't one of that person's games. I'm you know what, just gonna hope against hope. I have no evidence either way. But hey, that's an alley I shouldn't have gone down. But Elvira Scared Stiff and Theater of Magic are both magnificent games, so I have to hit those guys as they stand in the field. Okay. Both magnificent games, and both of them, damn it, weirdly, have the exact same, and maybe this is why I like both of them, have the exact same central conceit, or main feature, which is there's a big box in the middle of the playfield that you have to hit to accomplish a variety of different targets and goals. The fun thing about the Elvira box, right, was the Theater Magic box was great. It spun around, and the different faces had different art on them for different modes, and it was a magnet on one to do the ball lock. It's just really gorgeous game. The Elvira one, on the other hand, right, so you, there's a crate, you know, don't open the crate, blah, 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 blah. The thing that's so interesting about it is if you hit a couple of times, a lock would undo, and you could then knock, balls through the middle of the crate, and they would fall down into a drop, and that's how you scored in modes and whatnot. And what's interesting about that, and interesting about this trash, but was that the place I used to play Theater of Magic, oh my god, Elvira Scared Stiff, oh, so much to talk about. The place I used to play that game had this issue where the machine kept breaking down. And one of the things that ended up breaking was the lock on the main, on the box in the middle of the screen, meaning whenever you hit the front, as long as you hit it with enough force, the flap would just flip open and the ball would sink. And so instead of having to and this overrode. Damn it! And this ended up overriding the careful game's programming. So instead of having to hit it X amount of times to start a mode or collect reward or blah 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 blah, you would just immediately start that mode or collect that reward. There we go. Collect that reward every time you sunk the ball, which is all you could do because you no longer had to unlock the break. So yeah, fun stuff. I gotta say, this is pretty strong. Again, I'm far from a connoisseur. Abduction mission starts. Tell me more about Mary Watson. I didn't know abduction mission was in the middle thing. Okay, so I guess that's the one thing. Oh god, I keep missing that. Well, not missing, one thing I would say, and this is just one thing I would say to the developers of this game who otherwise have made a charming pinball game. It'd be great if the first time I started any mode, it would tell me how to play the mode, instead of forcing me to go into the documentation and find out what the modes are. Like in an arcade, I understand why you can't have hey, let's stop the gameplay and explain how to play the game. That's not what arcades are about, but this isn't arcade. This is in my home. And if I want to know more about a mode, why not tell me right now? Anyway, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for coming on this journey with me. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, there's buttons for that coming up. Questions, suggestions, related whatnots in the comment section below the video. I'm going to see you back here for more new and upcoming games. But until then, I'll say that's right. That was embarrassing. I wanted to do a real nice loop as I thumbstick changes camera angles after you've launched the ball. This explains so much. Anyway, but if you do that, that's what turns off the flippers. There we go. All right, I figured it out. Woo! Anyway, I'll see you back here for more new and upcoming games. Until then, au revoir.